We will start by talking about the simplification of traditional Chinese characters. We must first ask the question, what exactly is a simplified Chinese character? One of the first questions people will ask is this character simplified Chinese character or a traditional Chinese character? Many characters are not simplified, so it does not make any difference. Some simplified characters are actually rare traditional characters. Ge, for instance, which means one of, was a rare traditional character which originally had a different meaning. It was borrowed because of its pronunciation and possibly because of its similar meaning as a simplification of the character ge. Most people will recognize it and say, oh, that's a simplified character. But it is technically a traditional character. Most simplified characters are modified forms of traditional characters that cannot be found in any older Chinese dictionaries. So they are clearly simplified and not traditional. Hua, for instance, never existed in any dictionary before. It is clearly a simplified form of Hua. Why did we want to simplify Chinese? The situation in 1955. Language usually evolves naturally. In the entire history of written Chinese, no government has ever been able to force a particular set of characters on the people or force any significant simplification on the people. The Qin Shi Huang standardization of 221 BC may have been an exception. Chinese characters have evolved in a natural way, independent of any overall government control. So, in 1955, there were several problems. In 1955, there was no really enforceable rules on exactly how you were supposed to write a traditional Chinese character. There were dictionaries and fonts, but the only thing that limited the infinite spread of variant characters was whether the other guy could read what you wrote. What were some of the problems with traditional Chinese? Problem 1. Variants. A variant is two characters that have the exact same meaning and exact same pronunciation, but perhaps different written forms and perhaps different logic. Some of these were common variants. Some of them were rare garbage variants. Personalized characters and artistic garbage. This created a condition where the standard dictionary of the time, Kangxi Dictionary, had more than 47,000 characters, of which about 40,000 could be classified as garbage characters. Most of those characters were so rare that the average Chinese may never see them in a lifetime. Problem 2. Stroke complexity and lost logic. Chinese characters are complicated. Although in theory all of them have a logical pictographic origin, it has for the most part been lost to history. So most Chinese blindly memorize thousands of characters, most of which have no obvious logic. Problem 3. A huge percentage of the population at that time was illiterate. Problem 4. There were a huge number of personal names and place names that were nothing more than monstrosities. There is no point in learning a special character for somebody's name whom you may never see again, or a place name of a place you may never go.